Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing our long readings. We're reading for Capricorn in Sagittarius season. Hello, my Capricorns. How are you? Now, you know that when I am reading my long readings, I'm using now, I guess it's 5 decks, I should say. I'm using my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards for the main message. I then go to John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards for any kind of clarification. Then Osha Zen Tarot cards for any words of advice. I'm kind of completing or wrapping it up with my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. And I've started pulling one of the Emily Anderson crystal cards. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, whatever the message that needs to come through, I just deliver. Anyway, I did do an overview of Sagittarius season. Please take a look because I kind of look at, well, this might be more personalized to you. The Sagittarius season is a little bit more, probably more global. So, but it's still, there still will be an effect. So please take a look. Anyway, I have 3 cards face down. The first and third are reversed. That has strong energy. That's how I read them. So let's see what we have for my Cappies for Sagittarius season. Now remember, Sagittarius has a lot of energy. So you may be finding that, you want to do some things that you may not necessarily thought that you actually had wanted to do. But you might find yourself in those situations that have a little bit more spontaneity than what you maybe feel comfortable for. Okay, let's see what we have. Again, this one is reversed. Here we go. The 10 of water, water energy. Water energy is emotional energy fluid. It is our Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. It is total belonging type of energy for you. This is, again, part of this is that, maybe I want to jump into the water. Maybe I want to, go for that swim. Maybe I want to give it that try. That tends to have, kind of pushing you forward too. So maybe you've been sitting at the edge of the pool. Maybe you've been at the, on the diving board too long, and all of a sudden the hand of fate, the hand of the divine, whoever that is to you, pushes you into the water. So this is that time. My Capricorns, you may have to find out that you're going to sink or swim. Okay, so what are you going to do with this one? And this is really big for you because you're not comfortable with possibly either one of these options. But it's going to be that this is where you find yourself. Anyway, 10 of water, a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met, trustworthy relationships. So here we go. Next card, unity, unity. So Archangel Sandalphon, 5. So we have 5, we have Archangel Sandalphon. Archangel Sandalphon is known or is believed to be Elijah. Elijah that never died, but was transformed, transfixed into the, universe and supposedly, has a direct contact with the Lord. Elijah was known to be a great prophet. So there could be some information coming to you. 5s have some changes to it. So again, that kind of goes along with what I was just saying. Are you going to sink? Are you going to swim? What's the big change coming? It could be positive. It could be negative. It could also be, there's also, when I see this card, this specific card with Sandalphon, I kind of feel like there's a turning away from the normal, okay? There's a turning away from the traditional. Now, this talks about traditional, but I feel like this is a change from the traditional. So this could be you doing something that you just, again, that what I was saying in the beginning of all of this. This could be you, my Capricorns, just doing something that's just not traditional for you, okay? Okay, so, but remember to write down Archangel Sandalphon's name, because when that situation comes, the archangels don't come to us without a meaning. So anyway, this is traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. So Your next card, so again, again, it feels like, it looks like, okay, and I'm getting that if it quacks like a duck, if it swims like a duck, if it looks like a duck, it's a duck. So I'm kind of getting that same type, well, that's coming to me. And so it looks like, feels like that you may be, like I said, doing something totally different, something out of your norm, out of your comfort. And it's kind of igniting something you haven't even felt for a while. Anyway, last card is reversed. Here it is, the King of Air. So even though it may necessarily be different for you, it's not that you haven't thought about it. It's not that it hasn't been calling to you or pulling you to it. Now, is this a new relationship? Is this a relationship with somebody that's just kind of not necessarily the traditional? I kind of look at my Capricorns, you're the ones that are like, okay, we need to do our work. I've got my plan. I feel like you're very, you're an earth sign, so you're very hands-on. And then all of a sudden you meet somebody that's totally your opposite. And even though, and they bring about something, or they bring something to the relationship that's something that you've not experienced, that you have not necessarily, that's not part of you. Okay. That could be wonderful. It could be maybe, like after a couple of years, it could be a little irritating, but for the moment, for the now, you think about it. And again, it's that sink or swim energy that keeps coming. Now, kings, remember I talk about the court cards. They all have that underlying energy. Kings have air energy. Air, and now this is the King of Air, so it's air, air. Also, too, this is also the King of Swords, and the swords cuts through the baloney. I wanted to say something else, but I don't. Okay. Cuts through the baloney. The King of Air cuts through the, it just cuts through. It just sees the truth of the situation, though. So the King of Air is actually the King of Swords. King of Air is thought to be the wisest of the wise. Okay, has the experiences, has the wise, sees things very, very clearly. So whatever this is that you're jumping into, my Capricorns, you know what you're jumping into. You're not doing it blindly. And even though fate might be giving you a push into this direction, you kind of invited fate to do it. Anyway, air energy is our Aquarius, and at the end of Sagittarius, really got to look at the at the overview. Aquarius comes to play in Sagittarius season. Anyway, it's also Gemini, Libra, thought processes, plans, hearing news. Now, the King of Air is brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. So this could be some changes in your work also. And possibly, maybe you're going to start that business that you've been wanting to start because you've got lots and lots of ideas on how to do it right. So speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. Now let's go on and see, John Holland, can you clarify this? Okay. Can you clarify this for our Capricorns? Here we go. Let's go a few more times with this. Now I do shuffle it, before I do my readings. And I do concentrate, meditate on the sign that I'm going to be doing the reading. So, but I do like to shuffle while you're here with me too. Okay, now I can't tell what's reversed on these cards. Let's see what we have. So first card, the one that popped out, that one is, a 9. 9 has this wrapping up, this let's get this done type of energy. Now this talks about solitude, so there is this thing about, kind of pulling away from the situation so you can see the situation. I'm always interested in two things on this card. One is it feels like she's got the chess piece behind her. Now is that the tower? I don't play chess, but is that the knight? I'm not sure. I don't know, but there's the chess piece behind her. And then the way that she's opening her book. She's not opening her book like this. She's opening her book like this. So in many ways, to me, it's like, okay, she's taken a step back, but yet she's this open book. She's letting, she's kind of has her head down. It's kind of in a humble way in many ways, or it's kind of in a protective way, but yet she's opening her book. So, so this is kind of that, even though it's a sink or swim, there is still some protection going on there, because she kind of has her head down. But again, it's like she wants people to see. She wants, she wants to go forward. She wants to, she wants to swim. She wants to get involved. Now, let's see what we have. Next card. That is reversed. So we have that 5 again, 5 and a 5. So change, change, change. Wisdom, wisdom. This is, this has this whole total. I've thought about it. I know what I need to do. There's a lot of things going on with this card. One is this is a holy man, or this is a wise man. This is a learned man. And it kind of gives you that idea that, this is at a time when not necessarily everybody had the ability to know what was in the books and such like that. Here's a family. You want to assume that they're happy. The dog is not barking at the man. He's kind of like with the man. The sun is shining on the man, and yet the glow of the sun is actually coming from the book. Okay. So this is kind of this is a divine wisdom. It goes along with your unity card, your Archangel Sandalphon. This is a divine wisdom. This is not necessarily wisdom of man. This is a divine wisdom. Okay. So again, this is very much, and I'm glad I'm going to be pulling a crystal for you, because I do feel that you need to have that I feel like your connection with your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, that really is going to lead you to, that's to this, okay? Okay. And there's a vulnerability with this woman. There's a vulnerability, which is never necessarily easy for Capricorns, and yet it's not easy for you to show your vulnerability, but many times over, people don't understand how vulnerable you really are. You're just sweethearts. You're just sweethearts. You just like to keep that covered in the crust, okay? You like to have that crusty outer layer, but you're a sweetheart. Anyway, let's go on. Last card. Positive movement forward. Again, this is that sink or swim. You're going to swim. You're going to swim, you're going to go for it, you're going to, even though it might leave you vulnerable, even though it may not necessarily be comfortable, even though, you're going to have to show more of yourself than you really wanted to, it feels like you're going for it. Now, what is that going for? It could be that job that you just don't feel qualified for. It could be that relationship, intimate relationship that you're just like, this doesn't make sense. It could be something to do with the family, home. But, the thing is, it doesn't necessarily make sense to you. And that's the thing that possibly, kind of holds you back a little bit. And that's why, the divine connection, that's why fate has to kind of intervene and give you that push off, make you go into that water. But you've been thinking about it. So let's go on. Osha Zen Tarot for any words of advice. This is an exciting time for you, my Capricorns. I like this for you. I do like that you're going to be a little out of your comfort zone. But But I do like that you're going to be out of your comfort zone. But I know sometimes you need to do that. Anyway, let's go on. Words of advice. And again, I can't tell what's reversed or not here. 7 has a divine umbrella. We know that. But this is about politics too. And this could be your internal politics. This is what makes sense. This is it. This isn't. But this could also be, like I said, this relationship, it may not necessarily make sense to the people around you, and you may get people, naysaying you, kind of like, Capricorn, you're usually so level-headed. Why are you going that direction? And, and so part of it is like, I feel like you have to do, a soft shoe dance. That's a tap dance, but yet not with taps on, not with tap shoes on. It's kind of like I'm just doing a soft shoe. I'm kind of dancing around so that I don't necessarily have people, trying to stop me. Anyway, next card, receptivity. Again, this goes along with this divineness. Now, receptivity, a lot of times this has to do with your third eye. Remember the chakras? Heart and above is more your supernatural. The third eye is a receptive chakra. It's the one that comes in. There is something to do also too, with the pineal gland. And a lot of the pineal, this is something I think that my Capricorns, you need to look up. I would encourage you to look this up and find out more about it. But there's a lot of things in our environment that has helped to calcify our pineal gland. So it's helped in calcifying the pineal gland. It actually has blocked our intuition. Now there are ways to help to open it. Sometimes that's not easy. Sometimes you get, especially if you open it too much, and then whoo, it really comes in on you. But the receptivity, I'm really getting this stuff that really look this up. Look up, how to decalcify your pineal gland, because that's supposed to be the intuitive center. And the third eye, remember the chakras. There's 7 chakras, main chakras. There's more than that, but the main chakras. And the third eye is a receptive chakra. So it is the one that gets those messages from that divine. Okay? Again, I'm really, whoever somebody look it up, because there could be some dietary changes in your water, things like that you may need to consider. Anyway, your last card here, trust. So here we have the positive movement forward. Things are moving for you. Oh, I didn't even notice that we had an 8 there. Unlimited possibilities. Here we have trust. Trust in that higher power, that guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, fate. Okay, because it's like this is places that you need to be, somewhere you need to be. Anyway, and I do love this. I mean, here they're just doing a free fall. They don't have a parachute, nothing. They're just trusting that something's going to be down there to catch them or to slow down their descent. Let's put it that way. Anyway, let's go on. My Archangel Power Tarot cards for my Capricorns. Yeah, my Capricorns, I feel unreal. I know you're out of your comfort zone, but I don't dislike the energies at all for you. Okay, all of these are reversed. Strong energies. Let's see what we have. First card up, Ace of Michael. So here we have Michael. Michael is air energy. So we talked about that. Ace is new starts, new beginning, new ideas, new direction, new path, new messages. Okay? New. There, so this is going to be one of those. You may go, kicking and screaming into it, but you knew you had to do it. You knew that it was coming. Anyway, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress, and that would be where that politics come in. Clear up communication problems with others. Next card, again reversed. Solution. So now we have Sandalphon, and now we have Zedkiel. Write their names down. They don't come just to say hi. They come because they want you to know that you need to reach out to them during this time, especially during during Sagittarius season. Now again, I'm not saying not to reach out to higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, divine, whoever that is, but you've got some additional help here, okay? Okay, from that supernatural realm. So Zadkiel, solutions. So we have a 10-4. 4s bring about stability. 1 + 4, 5, change. Okay. So success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So, this, even though this is not necessarily easy for you, this is not necessarily the path that you wanted to go on, you knew it was coming, and it actually will be one that is a healthy path for you. Okay? Okay. Last card of this, reversed, the King of Raphael. Now, you get this every so often. Now, King, again, King of air, air. King of Raphael, remember, underlying energy, air, wisdom. Raphael is water energy. Water energy, is our, again, emotional. It's very fluid. So there's also, not only are you thinking about it, it's also what you want. This change is what you've been wanting. You've been wanting it a long time. You just didn't know how to go about it. It does appear that, especially with some of the divine energies with this, and paying attention to your intuition and using that wisdom, that's beyond yourself, it does appear that you will figure out how to move it through to that. Anyway, so the King of Raphael is warm, generous, honorable, and I think that's really you. You have a lot of honor, my Capricorns. Refined. Yes, it's safe to trust, the ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. So it's that thing that, it's kind of like that hidden wish, that hidden want. It's like, it's kind of like watching soap operas. People don't want to say that they watch soap operas, but yet they like to watch soap operas, but they don't want people to know that they watch soap operas. So it's kind of that hidden, not a sin per se, but it's that hidden little dirty secret, hidden secret. And it's actually working out now. It's actually, you're letting other people see it. Okay. Last card. This one is the crystal card. This one is reversed. Let's see what this says. Ooh. Lapis lazuli. I hope I said that right. I do not have this stone. I have no idea. I'm not telling you to buy it because this could be one of those expensive stones. But it helps with prophetic dreams, releasing anger. I think that you need to do, but it also helps with serenity and grace. Okay? And I love grace. I mean, grace is something that is given when it's not deserved. So I do love grace. Anyway, my Capricorns. Whoa, what a reading. What a reading for you. So my Capricorns, let me finish. If you enjoy my readings, remember the button. It does help to, keep me on air. So please like, share, subscribe. As always, my Capricorns, know that you are loved. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.